See how second law of motion or Newton's second law prove mathematically. We need some value to prove second law of motion. Let us assume let an object is moving at the speed, initial speed u, final speed v, having mass m, time taken by an object to cover some certain destination is equals to t, acceleration a, and momentum p, and initial momentum p1 and final momentum p2. Okay, so this is initial velocity, this is final velocity, this is mass, this is time, this is acceleration, this is momentum, this is initial momentum, and this is final momentum. Okay, so now according to question, the rate of change of momentum, according to law, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to applied unbalanced force. So first of all we have to find out change in momentum. Change in momentum means P2 minus P1, final momentum minus initial momentum, just equals to change in velocity V minus U. Similarly, final momentum minus initial momentum, which is P2 minus P1. Okay, here P2 is final momentum, which is equals to mv, and P1 is equals to initial momentum, which equals to mass into initial velocity mu. Okay, now the second term is rate of change of momentum, rate of change of momentum, which is equals to P2 minus P1 upon T, which is equals to mv minus mu upon T. Okay, and let us take F is equals to unbalanced force. F is equals to unbalanced force. Okay, so according to law, unbalanced force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum, which is mv minus mu upon t. Okay, mv minus mu upon t. If we remove this directly proportional into constant term into equals to, then we need to put some proportionality constant. Just remember, if we remove this proportionality, we need to take a proportionality constant to just place equals to in the place of proportionality. So we place k as a proportionality constant. Okay, now in this term m is there, we take as a common m v minus u, okay, upon t. Okay, now we know that just take k is equals to 1, and 1 into this, which is equals to this. Okay, we know that v minus u upon t is equals to acceleration, rate of change of momentum. So just we use this formula and put acceleration. Okay, k into ma, and we take k as a 1, so 1 into m into a, which is equals to m into a. Okay, so we have a formula which is force is equals to mass into acceleration. Force is equals to mass into acceleration. So by this way we get the formula of force, which is equals to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Okay, so this is all about mathematically expression, mathematically proof of second law of motion, or Newton's second law. Okay, mathematically proof mathematical proof. Okay, you need to drive these all things in your notebook and revise them. Okay, now let us proceed on third law of motion, which is known as Newton's third law. So it is very simple. It states that every action having equal and opposite reaction. Okay, this is all about Newton's third law. Every action having equal and opposite reaction. See how, if we apply force on this board get destroyed, and also my hand is hurt or will hurt. Okay, so if we put some force on it, the shape of this board will change, and I will also getting some amount of force in return of this board. Okay, so we can say that if we apply some action, it gives you some amount of reaction. Okay, and it gives you reaction is equal to the amount of action. So we can say that every action, it means that your action, applied force is an action, is equal and opposite to the reaction. Equal and opposite. If you apply 5 Newton of force, then it gives you 5 Newton in reverse. If you apply, then you get. Okay, if you apply 5 Newton, you get also 5 Newton. Okay, you apply as a action, you get as a reaction. So Newton's third law is only about every action having equal and opposite. Opposite means if you apply force in this direction, you get the reaction into this direction. So equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So every action having equal and opposite reaction. Okay, in next lecture we took some examples related to Newton's third law. Okay, and now this chapter will finish. Okay, so go to home, read this chapter carefully, revise it, write down the definition and the derivation of all the important things whatever I was taught you in online classes. Okay, and revise it carefully.